Hello everyone. Well, I'm upset with myself again. Another day. I did not make a video. No matter what is given to me and set straight inside myself, when I try to think of how to put it out, the words come easily. When I'm inspired at that moment that it's given, and then I'm just beside myself. And it's because I know where the minds are at. I've been there. But I believed to the end. I trusted God. I trusted the word that I heard. And I've overcome the wicked mind. And now all I hear is the good again, as I used to before I went through this testing. I held on to what I knew. There's so much that just, when everything makes sense, and then when you come to that point, and I pray many of you will come to that point where you just realize how wicked it was that you was ever stuck where you was at, and that it was never of God that you was there. The good man from the good treasure of his heart bring forth good. The wicked man from the wicked treasure of his heart brings forth wicked. The word for treasure there is the Greek word Thesaurus, and I don't know if I say it right, but it's the same word where we get the Thesaurus, the book, that has the similitudes of words or similarities of words, the Thesaurus. So the treasure in your heart is a Thesaurus. It's the good word in your heart. And the wicked man, the Poneros, I don't know how to say it, Poneros, that is the hurtful, the Poneros, the hurtful. It more means hurtful or worthless than evil. The hurtful, worthless treasures in the worthless heart. They bring forth that from their heart. For whatever is filled within you is what will come out. My journey has been a long one. I've known every thought. I've been through every wicked thought that anyone has had. The doubts, the confusion, the not knowing who to trust, not knowing who, to listen to. It is the true heart, the good heart, that has the good things stored up in them. Those are of God. That is what Christ come to set you free from the wicked, the hurtful, the evil. And most people out there are still bound by it. You can tell by watching what they're saying on YouTube. Seek the kingdom. Seek what is good. Seek Christ and His love. Seek God. That tossing in your mind is because you're looking everywhere but where you need to be looking. I want so much to give what has been given to me, and I know I will. But it's just too much. You turn your mind. Turn yourself to God and what is good, and hear what is good. It is the good news. And if you will do as I've asked you, and I've told you, go to the Greek. It's not the Bible that's, I can't say that. They've corrupted it. they have changed words that totally means nothing what Christ spoke and what was spoken by the inspired speakers of God. Go look at it. Go to 12. What I studied since 4 this morning. I had it together. I woke up with the understanding. And I don't wake up every day just with understanding, just to set that straight. There is some days I do, but I seek for that. And if I go days without having understanding, I really get depressed. But I had an experience today, and something that hasn't happened to me in a while. I'll tell you about it later, though. But the war is between the darkness and the light, the hurtful, evil, ponderous mind, and the good, healing mind. It wasn't the evil, wicked, ponderous news that you are receiving that Christ gave to us. It was the good news that was given. There's a whole story you've never heard. I know the things I say is true. That's why I don't come on. Because I don't want to say wrong. I don't want it to come out wrong. I have been on this journey almost 25 years. Holding on to the good. Knowing I knew the good that I heard was true. My reward now is that I overcome. And even a few weeks ago, things was being shown to me and given, but I still had a little doubt in my mind. I still had that little doubt, and there's just so much to say. I told God, I'm going to turn from it. I'm going to look for the good and only the good. And that's what I found, and that's what I was rewarded with. There's many that haven't, people's given up on me, and I'm not here to make videos and to get views. If I only have one person that will hear and understand what I say, just one person, then I've done my job. I want more than one person. I'm not, when I watch the videos, I see, somebody have a little bit, and they give it, but then they most every time they're still mixing in the doctrines that are not true. They're still spewing things from their mouth that are not so. So I'm no longer watching, there's certain ones I will continue to watch, and I'm not judging against those, because myself, I did not come open my mouth until I knew what I knew was true. That's why I don't judge against those who speak wrong things, because I've heard some say right, and then the same ones, they will say things that I know is out of context. I don't look lightly to those who say things out of context, because I've spent my life making sure that I do not do that. In, John chapter 17, Jesus was praying the Father. He said, I've given them your word. Keep them in your word. Sanctify your word. There is so much more. Go to the Greek and read chapter 17 where he's speaking to them. Each word you will get so much more to go and look at these words and read what he said, what was really said. The truth is still in the book. It gave me my life many years ago. It's the first time I heard my life. It was because of the thoughts that came in to me from man and the wrong interpretation of the Bible. But his word was always true. And I knew it was always true. There's nothing that will take those who have believed and hoped in him truly, nothing will take you away from the love of God. It's not possible to do it. They have vilified God. They have vilified, because those who are teaching you don't know the one who they're teaching you about. And they're not going to teach you. No, the seed can be planted, but it is the Father that has to water. It is you that has to desire it. And then it's one-on-one. You learn from God one-on-one. You need not any man teach you. I found it really strange today when I had some things happen this morning, which I'm late for work again right now. I got up at 4 just to make sure I could do a video. It is now almost 2 o'clock. I'm supposed to be at work at 1. It's just, there's so much that's put together in me, but because, how do you explain it? There's so many different people who might hear what I say, and I don't know where this mind's at and this mind, and it's just so hard to know the right word to say. So all I can say is his word. I can tell you his word. If you hear it, that is between you and God. But I found today, when studying Matthew 12, some verses in 12, the good man did I just say that, or was that on a video? I started to make a video earlier, and I can't remember if I just said this on this one. I found today that Thesaurus is the word used for treasure in Greek. The good man from the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth good, the evil man, poneris. And I did just say this, didn't I? I just found that mind-blowing, because that's what's stored in it, is the word that you hear. And what that word, that treasure in your heart, that's what builds up and comes out. What you are filled with is what you're going to put out of your mouth. I should go ahead and tell you what happened today when I was studying. Hadn't happened in a long time. Back in the beginning of my calling, when the Bible first became alive, when I first heard the good news, I would pray back then, and I'd open the Bible, and there would be what I was praying. There would be my answer. The Father has made himself real to me and shown himself to me in many ways throughout my life. That's all I had to keep me going sometimes, was the proving that he's done in my life. So no matter how little my faith got, I always could look back on these things that he's done and shown to me in my life. I've never been alone. But what was it? What was I just saying? What had happened this morning? So I'm studying, and I can't read the Bible anymore. I have to read in Greek, because one word out of place is too much. And so as I'm studying, I always go and look up the prefixes and suffixes and, root words and meanings in Greek. And I got to a verse on Jonas, and I was looking up the word, his name, to see what it means, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find, it was conflicting definitions for his name. So I remembered that I have an old Thesaurus. I have inherited a bunch of old books. Some I've never got to look at. They're very old. And I think the older books would be more uncorrupted than what they might change and alter today. So I thought, I remembered a thesaurus that I have somewhere in the house. And I was in my kitchen, and I got it. I was going to get up to go find it, and I look over in my kitchen on the desk, and under all these papers, there's the big book. And I'm like, oh, well, I wonder if that's it. I didn't remember putting it there. And so I got it, and I went to sit back down, and, there's my old Bible. And I opened it up as I was sitting down, and I glanced over at this side, and it had, from this word to this word up in the corner, and then I glanced over here from this word to this word, and as I'm sitting down, I thought, when I saw the words, I thought, don't tell me I just opened it to the page. And I looked right before the thought was even out of my mind. There was Jonas right there before me. That was the first time it had happened in a long time, that I just opened the book right to the page. And I called my son when he got up. I'm like, let me show you what happened today. And I told him. But then I still wanted to find the thesaurus, because that was a dictionary, and some American dictionary, I can't remember what it was called. But I come back upstairs because I was going to look for the thesaurus again, and I found another book, and I just opened it up to the middle, and, and it said Greek language. I opened it up to talking about Greek language and a bunch of different Greek, but it was funny because I was looking for Jonas, and I was studying the Greek language. So that was the first time that happened to me in a while like that. But yes, he does work like that also. I thought he's helping me every step of the way, because I know it now. I mean, I've always known. But the battle that I've been through for his good word, and the perfecting of it that he's doing inside of me. And it's not for me, and it's not for anything that I have done. I don't even fully understand why he has been how he has with me. I don't understand totally who I am, who we are that receives it. I understand its blessing. I understand I don't understand why some of us receive. Who are we that receive? How are we originally so blessed? Because I've known God since I was small. He's one of my first thoughts I ever had. He's one of my only memories of a childhood. Why are we different from them, from those who don't hear it, from those who don't love it, love his word? See, even when I was going through the dark time and the thoughts that everybody's had out there, even when I was being tested by them, I refused to believe it. I chose to hold on to what was good. And I don't think that is of myself. I think that was given to me too. Everything that I have has been given to me, and I have received. There's just so much. Turn off the wicked mind. Stop listening to the wicked mind and turn and seek what is good. Seek the mind of God. Seek his kingdom. Seek everything that is good. Stop looking for the wicked. Let him renew your mind to see what is good. Then you will not worry about the wicked. You will be too consumed with the good, and your only desire will be that others hear what you've heard. Anyway, that's the only way that it works. You'll you'll receive, you will get what you seek after. Christ was sent to give us the words of life, to unbind us from what keeps us bound, to set us free. And I'll say again, I know when I'm fully ready, then these things will come more easily for me to speak them. Turn off YouTube if that's what it takes, because there's too much darkness going on and being spoken. It's not about what anyone's saying on YouTube. It's about your walk with God and your heart. No one can find it for you. You have to ask for it. You have to desire it. I think for many, God really isn't even real to them. But I know that the ones who should hear, who are supposed to hear, is going to hear. Our Father is doing a great work on this earth and in His children. May the love of God keep you and bless you. Bye for now.